Okay, we want to look at this very one, and this one happens to be the first question. And we are taking this one first. Why 1988 question 3? And we have options, and we are expected to pick one at the end of the solution. Okay, for me, I have about two approach. I have two approach to this very problem. It means that I can apply two steps to this very question, and I will arrive at the same results. I will have a common result. Okay, now let me now apply the two steps. Now we have the very question 36 power 1 over 2 times 64 power minus 1 over 3 times 5 power 0. Now, what can we do to this? I will have to apply the first step using the law of indices. Now, we have a fractional power here. I will have to take the square root of 36. Okay? We also have a fractional power, but it is negative. The first thing I need to do, I will say 1 over the third root of 64 times 1, because whenever a base is raised to 0, the result will be 1. Now for this one, what can I multiply to give 36? Meaning twice. I will multiply twice, I will have 36. It's simply 6 times 6. Okay, it means that the root of 36 will be 6. Okay, for this one, the one I have under, it means that I need to look for a number to multiply 3 times to give 64. And the number is simply 4 times 4 times 4. Therefore, 4 is the 10 root of 64. I will have 1 over 4 here. Okay, remember we're having 1 at the end. I will have to make this one a fraction, also make this one a fraction. And when I multiply, the numerator will have 6. Multiply the denominators, I will have 4. Now we have 6 over 4. And I cannot leave my answer like this. I cannot leave my answer like this. I believe you understand that for this one, this fraction, we can reduce it to a lower form. Okay, I need to look for a number that can reduce 6 and 4 at the same time. Okay, 2 can reduce it. 2 share 6, I will have 3. 2 share 4, I will have 2. Now we have a fraction again, but we cannot reduce for that. We need to now have to put it to a mixed number or a mixed fraction, because this kind of fraction is an improper fraction. Okay, 2 share 3, I will have 1, and it will be left 1 over 2. Okay, this one becomes the answer. Okay, now I have these results. Remember I told you that I have to approach to this very problem. Let me apply another way to solve this very question. I want to solve it this way. Don't forget we have 36 power half times 64 power minus 1 over 3 times 5 power 0. And for this one, I can reduce this very base using the exceptional rule. I don't want to apply the law of indices. Like this one I apply. Okay? For this one, I can use the exceptional rule. 36 can be reduced to a lower base. I will have 6 squared. Okay? I have the fraction outside. Okay? For this one, I can as well reduce. I will have 4 power 3, and I will have the fractional power outside. Okay? For this one, it is 1. Okay? I can still move on using power law now. I can apply power law to this very one. We have two powers here. It means that whenever you have two powers, we are working with base, and the base is 6. Okay, multiply the powers. Okay, multiply the powers. Now for this one, I'll also do the same. I'll take the base, I'll also multiply the powers. Okay, now for this one, remember we still have 1. Okay, I can go do away with 1. I can do away with 1 because whenever all these multiply 1, I will have the same thing. Okay, I can do away with 1 for this very part. Okay, 1 is no longer necessary there. Okay, for this one, I can say 2 key 2. Okay, I will be left with 6 power 1. And for this one, I can see 3 with key 3. I will be left with 4 power minus 1. Okay, that's what I will have there. That's what I will have there. Okay, for this very one, I'm not yet done with it. I'm not yet done with this very part. Okay, don't forget that whenever a base is raised to 1, it will give that same base. Please don't forget, 6 power 1 becomes 6. And now we have a fractional, sorry, we have a negative power here. We have a negative power, but it is not fractional. Like 4 power minus 1. Okay, whenever we have a negative power, don't forget, it is always 1 over 4. Okay, for this very part, that is 4 power minus 1. Okay, now I can make this 1 over 1, and I will multiply the numerator, and I will have 6. Okay, I will also multiply the denominator, I will have 4. Now, can you see now, for this very fraction, I can reduce to the lower form. I have to look for a number that can divide the 2 at the same time. Meaning reduce the 2 at the same time without a remainder. 2 can reduce it. 2 share 6. I'm going to have 3, and I'm going to have 3. Of course, I'm going to have 3. And 2 share 4, I will have 2. Okay, now I cannot still leave the answer in this very form because this very fraction is an improper fraction. Okay, let us now divide, and we need to put it to a mixed number or a mixed fraction. 2 share 3, I will have 1. Okay, therefore there will be 1 less. You mean that 1 over 2. I will now have 1 over 1 over 2. Can you see? I use the first approach, I have 1 over 1 over 2. I use the second approach, and I have 1 over 1 over 2. Now, with this now, we can now choose the best option. Now, what will be the best option? Option D will be the best option for this very solution. Thank you for joining me on the platform, JB Jumbo Online Mathematics. Please also join me on YouTube, Mathematics Science Mega Tutorial. All the best.